Welcome to an experience similar to ones that you've had before. Yes, another podcast featuring a couple of guys who think that they're funny. Two men, one microphone. This is Spoiled Rotten.
Oh, where's Zane? Let me do a spell. Expelliarmus.
I think that,
Look at that.
I'm fairly certain does the opposite of what your intended effect was there. But what's up?
What's up? Did it work? Did my spell work?
I'm here.
Yeah. Well, let's
So,
Expelliarmus someone else in. I'm Travis. If any of you guys haven't seen this
Travis.
before,
Travis over there.
that's Zane.
I'm Harry Potter.
There. And then right down here, we got Michelle.
Hey, we have our first guest, or our second guest, I suppose.
Yeah, our second guest ever.
Technically. Well, howdy, Michelle. How are you doing? Welcome to the club.
Thank you.
You know, we were having a little conversation before this, and I was asking Travis. I was like, "If you're here, then who's going to watch the podcast?" Because usually you're our ride or die. So we appreciate you making the sacrifice to not watch to participate, because you're a Harry Potter fanatic, aren't you?
I am.
Yes. If there's any question about Harry Potter that I have, the first one that I always go to is Michelle. So I'm really excited that she's here, because now I have a lot of questions, and we're gonna touch all of them. But before we get into that, who's ready for some movie news?
Movie news.
Movie news. News about
What's
movies and
things.
So first
usually
thing,
just about movies. It should be
Right.
movies about actors and movies.
well, I mean, sometimes it's about things around movies. Like today, Disney decided that they're going to refocus everything to their streaming platform. They're completely reorganizing everything.
So no more
everything's
motion
gonna go
pictures.
I don't know about no more motion pictures, but I think that a lot of the motion pictures will go straight to Disney Plus, or they'll go to Disney Plus a lot quicker. I guess the Mulan experiment worked.
Yeah. Who watched that? Anybody raise their hand who watched that?
I did not.
You did?
Was it good?
I did. I liked it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you got to give us your Disney Plus info, because I think we argued about who was going to pay for it when we were on the air a couple weeks ago. So.
Well, technically, I use his, but my roommates have their own, and they paid for the premium. So
Gotcha. What we're saying is we all legally pay for our own streaming service,
of course,
in case anybody's listening out there.
Yes.
Well, all right. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. So, like Soul, the new Pixar movie that's coming out, is going straight to streaming.
Is that about the sun?
No theatrical release at all?
I don't believe so. It might be a limited theatrical release, but they're focusing all on the streaming service. So take that with what you will. I don't know.
All right. There you go.
But kind of related news.
Okay, go for it.
AMC Movie Theater announced that they have enough cash capital to get them through 2020. And that's it.
Cheers,
unless something drastic changes. So I think it's kind of related. I think that a lot of these movie productions are realizing that the theater isn't really the end all be all like it used to be.
Yeah, we live in these are different times now.
Much different.
Speaking of which, have you seen Tenet yet?
I have not. No.
I was almost sure that you were going to have seen it by now.
No, I still have not gone to the movie theaters yet.
Not willing to risk your life for a movie?
I don't know if it's that, or it's just I've gotten so used to not going to the theater. I'm like, I have to go to the movie theater now. Like,
yeah, that's the thing, man.
It's a chore almost now. Like I'm like, why go to a movie theater when I have Amazon Prime, Hulu, Disney Plus, Netflix, Peacock, HBO Max.
Yeah. The Wall-E future is real, man. It's coming. We're all just going to be fat
Why
people in
would I want-
chairs that just move around. We don't even talk to each
Right.
other.
I know.
It's
And
crazy.
I'm
It's
kind of
crazy,
like
man.
just feeding into it, but I don't care.
That's all right.
It's all
We're
right.
just going to get our popcorn from home.
Yeah. So
I've actually, me and Mallory's anniversary is coming up here in a couple weeks, and one of the things I wanted to do was I actually wanted to go to Cinemark and get a bucket of popcorn to watch our movies at home. So we're gonna be doing that because I don't have a popcorn machine at the house. Like that's
Right.
something I can't replicate. I can't replicate
you
that.
can.
You could get one.
You can get a popcorn machine.
I'm not going to replicate that. How about that?
No,
Does
it's
that work?
attitude.
My hair is getting way too crazy, y'all. I thought it was gonna
I
sit
like
back
it.
for it was supposed to be parted hair Harry Potter, and then I looked
Uh-huh.
at the pictures and I was like, it's not what his hair looks like.
No.
But I wasn't about to bowl cut my hair for a podcast that is supposed to be audio. So
Mhm.
you know what? This is all added bonus for anybody who's
All
watching
right.
live.
I appreciate it. No, it's
Yeah,
always good to talk about your hair.
that's what I'm here. Let's keep talking about hair. Travis, how's your hair doing? Is it good?
Just cut it. I mean, it's pretty short. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Is that your first cut since the quarantine?
One of.
Did you
Yeah.
go and have somebody do it? or
Luckily,
did
I
you
have a
your-
lot of family that
you
are
go.
hairdressers, and
It's true.
so it was very easy for me to find a haircut during the quarantine times.
Michelle, let's talk about your hair. How's it feeling?
I
Is
got
it
some
good?
glue in it last week.
Ooh.
Do you have it right now?
Yeah, kind of. You can't
Can we
really see
see it?
though.
I can't see it.
It's
Is it
really
dark blue? Okay.
Yeah. And my hair's dark, so like in the sun you can see it, or if I have it down, it's a lot easier. But
Okay. That makes sense. I was trying to talk Mallory into it. She's like, you can have a man bun or you can have blue hair, but you can't have both. And I was like, I think that I can. And I think that I might. And we're gonna see what happens with that. But we're not
Just
here to
do
talk
it.
about man buns and hair. We're here to talk about movies and Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, y'all.
Yeah. But first, we need to say a good happy birthday to
Oh,
Sacha
man.
Baron Cohen.
This is gonna be a weird one
Birthday
because
today.
I look suspicious right now.
You look awesome.
So this is gonna be a weird one for the YouTube.
We're saying happy birthday to the guy that plays Borat and
Ali G,
Ali G,
Bruno.
and Bruno. So you with your little squiggly line on your head is
Are we
should
going?
be
Are we ready?
fine.
Are we ready?
We are ready. I'm ready.
What's going on, Sacha Baron Cohen? My name's Zane. I'm a member of the podcasting group Spoiled Rotten Movies with my buddy
Mhm.
Travis right there,
That's
and
right.
we have a guest on our show right now, Michelle. Michelle, say hello.
hi.
I know you can't hear her, but she said hello. But we wanted to wish you a happy birthday. We appreciate your work in Borat. Bruno, your
Les
work as
Mis.
Ali G.
Les Mis.
Les Mis. Having them, they're yelling in my ear all the wonderful things you've done. But we love you. Can't wait to see Borat 2. Keep pushing the envelope. You're the best. Bye. All right. Happy birthday. I realize that I don't look at the camera at all when I do that. I'm looking at my phone. But for those who don't know, we post those on Instagram and Twitter every week after the
Yeah.
show's done. So if you want to watch me do it again, that's where you can go and find it. Do we have a
Alright.
graphic to get us into this, or are we just going to hop it in?
Of course, I have a graphic.
Question
I like how you
answered.
just like cut him off.
You're just like, shut up.
There it is.
How much did you hear me say, or are we going to go right into this? Like, did that come across, or was it just
I
like,
did
do you have
hear
a
that.
graphic for this? Click.
Yeah,
It's
I
clean.
did hear that.
We're,
I was
we're
ready
a
to go.
polished, well-oiled machine over here on Spoiled
I'm,
Rotten.
I do what I can, and we got it ready. All right,
All
so Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, for the first time in 23 weeks, we're
Yeah.
not talking about superheroes.
Hey, y'all. Who's excited about that?
Debatable.
True. True.
I like that.
Harry Potter kind of is a superhero in his own
has more
He's a
way.
magical
special
superhero. I mean,
powers
Doctor
than Batman.
Strange.
True.
Doctor Strange is like a magical. That's the wizardry,
Right.
I suppose.
And there's the Scarlet Witch. So yeah, okay,
Yeah.
good point.
we're good.
This is just another superhero.
We're just not calling them mutants.
Right.
We're calling them wizards.
Wizards.
Yeah, I feel like that's
Um,
a nicer word. That's more PC.
So yeah, this is huge. Like Harry Potter. Just so you guys know, and everyone else know, I've never really been into Harry Potter. Like I would watch one movie at a time. Never really pay attention. I mostly just watch these movies because my friend said, "Hey, watch this movie," and I would be like, "All right, whatever," and then like sleep through the movie. I think I've watched every single one, or at least slept through every single one, but I've never really paid attention. But I got to say, watching this one from the very beginning,
Yeah.
wow, such a good job at like setting the tone, setting the setting us in that world and letting us like I felt like I was a part of Hogwarts coming into this movie, and it really did a really good job of world setting.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm gonna let you guys talk for a minute because I have some things to say that maybe aren't the most flattering for the movie series. So Michelle, if you have nice things to say, go for it. Go for it.
I mean, this is unpopular opinion. This is my favorite movie of the series.
Wow.
Because they did so well with the book adaptation, and like it just feels magical.
So you've read all of the books then as well, yeah?
Yeah.
So like this one's the truest to the book series.
Yes.
Okay.
Have you read the book, Zane?
I have not. My
No.
my wife is trying to get me to listen to them all on audiobook, and I have
Gotcha.
chose to play video games instead. So
Yeah, I've not read the books either. My my mom bought the graphic novel to where like you get to see the pictures too, and I was
There you
really
go.
intrigued by that. I'm like, oh wow, why don't they do this with all the books? My sophomore year in English class would have been a lot easier.
she bought you the Bible Man version of Harry
Right.
Potter.
Yeah.
That makes me really happy.
So that seems interesting, but yeah, I've never read the books.
I feel like you guys definitely needed somebody who had read the books.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's why we needed someone like you
Well,
come in
I'm
here.
glad you're
us
here
straight.
to give us the comparisons. But
Right.
like there were some questions while I was watching this, and Mallory was right there to help me out. Like one of the big things when I was watching it was like, okay, so when playing Quidditch, why does anybody do anything other than search for the golden snitch? What is the point of the game? But Mallory, apparently in the books at some point in time, like there are people who win Quidditch matches via not going for the snitch and just scoring a lot of points because the golden snitch ends the match. Is what the golden snitch does. So it's worth 150 points. And if you've scored more than that and they get the snitch and they get 150 points, then you still win the game. The golden snitch just ends the match, which was nice to have her there for. Because I was like, why are there 7 people? There should be 2 people.
That does happen in the 4th one, but I don't think that it says it in the movie.
Like it happens in the background.
It happens in the book, but I don't think they ever like talk about it in the actual movie. So if you hadn't read the books, you wouldn't know that.
Since we're on the Quidditch thing, can anyone else catch the snitch other than the seeker? Like if the goalie all of a sudden opened his mouth and the snitch just flew right into his mouth,
I would have to think.
Would game be over?
I don't know the rules. I think the seeker's job is to find the snitch. Like they're seeking for the snitch. If the goalie happens to get it, cool beans. If a lineman happens to catch the ball and run it into the end zone, he still gets the touchdown, right? No?
I think we're getting an official word of no.
No.
Nope.
Okay. Did you pull up the rule book? Is this what happened?
I pulled up. I Googled it. This is what I figured. But yeah, so it's technically a foul if anybody else catches it.
Oh.
So
minus 150 points. Ooh.
I have no idea.
That would suck.
Probably
That
just.
would be rough. But Quidditch is such a small part of this movie, y'all. Can we talk about how, hands down, the best child actor in this movie is Emma Watson, without question.
No? Oh, okay.
Without like she's the only one who I believe. Like that I don't feel like has turned into a meme as much as all of the lines from the other characters.
See, I gotta disagree with you. I think it's very easy to play someone like Hermione Granger.
Mm-hmm.
I think the guy that like jumped on the frog, he was the most believable. I don't remember his name, but he was the most believable.
Neville
Longbottom. Yes, Neville Longbottom. Neville Longbottom is the most believable character in this entire movie, specifically child actors as well. He was awesome.
Okay. Michelle, would you like to weigh in on this?
I definitely don't think that Emma Watson was the most talented child actor. I still feel that way about her. I think she's a wonderful person, but not a great actor.
Okay, so who did a better job then?
Everybody.
Oh,
including Neville Longbottom. Yes.
Wow. God, I guess I feel so differently. I'm so sorry. I didn't know I was in the minority here. I'm gonna get so much crap for this.
I mean, I'm not giving you crap for it. I just have a different opinion about it.
But did you not like her in Beauty and the Beast?
Nope.
Oh, I hated Beauty and the Beast.
Mm-mm. I think that she only got that role because of who she is.
Ooh, controversy.
Wow.
Everybody.
We have
apart
agreement
from
in the chat here.
Main actors were like theatrically trained, like really amazing vocalists, and like knew what the heck they were doing.
There's some
like,
controversy in the chat here, y'all. Look at that. Ooh.
Wow! I haven't even looked at the chat.
I think that she just got it because of her name. Not that she's like the worst. I mean, there's people
Mom.
that I think are worse.
Well, okay. Well, that's your opinion. I thought she did a pretty decent job. I guess I feel I got a team Emma in the chat here. I'm not alone. But okay. Can we all agree on who's the worst child actor in this movie? Maybe.
Who is it?
Well, apparently it's Emma Watson to you. Apparently your animals are
Okay, who do you think it is?
I think it's Draco Malfoy.
Oh. I don't think he was given that much in this one.
Hello, Lisa. How you doing? I feel like playing such a snot-nosed kid is the easiest character to play. Not the smarty pants. You have to like have the confidence to pull off smarty pants. To be a snot-nosed kid, you just have to kind of be a douche.
And I thought he did well. With his little blonde hair and
man, I don't know.
Like here's the thing. What I loved about like the best interaction in this entire movie was the very beginning. When Malfoy went up to Harry Potter and said, "Hey, welcome. We'd love to see you as Slytherin." And then he's like, "Nah, I know who my friends are already.
Yeah,
screw you." And then he's up there, hasn't met any of these kids before, and he's there with the talking hat, the sorting hat, and he's immediately like not Slytherin, and so he's like completely ostracizing a fourth of the entire school immediately. And the fact that like that's a pretty ballsy thing to do as a kid, to say, "Hey, I don't want to be a part of this fourth of the school,"
right?
Immediately. And he's like, anyone but Slytherin.
I gotta ask somebody who's read the books: are there good Slytherins, or are they all just garbage humans?
No, there's good ones. It's just I think that Slytherin gets a bad rap because
of Draco,
just based on this story itself. Like, I mean, like Voldemort is Slytherin. All the Slytherins are basically bullies, but I also don't think that like throughout history, not every single Slytherin is bad. Like, they're not Slytherins because they're evil.
Right.
They're Slytherins because they're cunning and they want power, and like, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're bad people.
Okay, I could see that.
I mean, oh, you guys don't know Slughorn yet. Well,
I like, yeah, we're talking about the first movie in this podcast. So, I have some not one specific, not super nice thing to say about this movie, and maybe it's not necessarily a bad thing. Watching this movie growing up, like I was like, this is like the movie. This is Harry Potter. This is this global phenomenon. And it just kind of carried out as I got older through high school, and it grew with me. But going back and watching the first Harry Potter as like my life is right now, it really feels like a kid's movie specifically to me. Like I don't connect with it the way that I used to, and I understand that there's nostalgia about it, but it feels like a kid's movie to me.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it was. I mean, the whole series was technically a children's series in the beginning, and then it just got really dark, and it got to the point where, I mean, like the series essentially grew with us. Mm-hmm. So I think that really it was like the first book is a children's book. They it became not a children's book as the characters essentially became not children anymore.
Right. I guess that makes sense.
And I think that J.K. Rowling also, like, her writing style improved so much. I honestly didn't read the first book until years after I read the rest of them because I thought it was so boring. I started with the second one, and then I read them all, and then finally like forced myself to read the first one because I wanted to be able to say I did. But
because she was never a big writer before Harry Potter. No. Like this is what set the stage. So okay, yeah. So what way to hit it out of the park on the first try? Getting this phenomenon.
Got turned down multiple times.
Right.
Like, I mean,
well, I would say $1.002 billion from the box office would beg to differ with that statement.
No, I mean like the first book.
Right.
When she like
gotcha. From the book specifically.
Like, yes.
All right.
Right. So, but also talking about Slytherin, Snape is Slytherin, right?
Yes.
Is he? Okay.
So, and I love how they made us think that like Snape was the bad guy the entire time, to the point to where like you knew that it wasn't Snape. It was anyone but Snape. Mm-hmm. And afterwards it was like, man, Snape is actually an extremely good guy. Snape can't do anything wrong. Snape is like, they kept talking about how Snape was going to try to kill Dumbledore. I don't think that Snape could ever hurt Dumbledore at all. So it'll be really interesting to see where this goes from the future. I really like Snape and just how complicated of a character he seemed like, because I think that there's so much more to him. Does it go into more of Snape's backstory in the first book?
Yes. In the first book, saw? Not really.
Not really? Okay, so he's still a mystery.
As of right
in
now,
the series.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I gotta say, just as a side note, it is weird knowing everything from the get-go on this side of things and watching you see things happen and unravel. Really? Yeah, it's very different.
I'm really excited. Like 23 episodes of MCU, knowing exactly what was going on, kind of got old. I'm really excited about not knowing anything about this and almost like a clean slate. I had to the little bit that I did know about Harry Potter, I had to try to forget before we started watching it again. So it'll be really interesting to see where we go. I'm really excited. I really like, as I said, Snape. I really like Harry. He's just a nice. He's a cool kid, and he knows what he wants.
He's a good lad.
He's a good lad. He's a good lad. But man, that Voldemort face, the back face thing, that was so crazy. That was weird.
Yeah,
that was weird. Like if there's one thing that I didn't like, it was that. That was so creepy.
Yeah,
I did not expect it at all. I know, like I watched a Harry Potter musical, and and they kind of made fun of that, but I really didn't understand it then. And then when I saw it, I'm like, that's
it makes more sense now.
Okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Recommendation: go watch Very Potter musical. It is.
For real.
I moved myself over so I could be seen. I would feel like I was hiding over here. But did we do power rankings? Like I know we played the graphic. But
yeah. Oh yeah. So let's go into our power rankings.
It's
they're
the
all
first movie. Like we all know where it's at.
Yeah.
Everybody's got it number one.
Sorcerer's Stone number one across the board.
Let's get us off the screen here. These little.
Hold on, I'm working on it.
There.
I'm working on it. I forgot.
I'm just here to bust your chops, and
I'm used to them automatically going away. Now they're gone. Okay, great. So yeah.
Wow, this is really riveting. And Travis, why'd you put it at number one, Travis? Do you think?
Okay, so well, compared to the other movies that I haven't watched yet, this one was by far the one that I've watched so far. So
far has been the only one I've seen.
so it's up there at number one because it's the one that I've seen. So
okay.
There it is.
And Michelle, your opinion on why you also have yours at number one?
Because it's the best movie adaptation / I just like the feel that it gives. Like it feels magical, and like it also has like. I mean, I have very few. I like took notes in my little notebook.
Ooh, oh, look at that!
I know, and like the differences between the movie and the book. There's like the least amount in this one. And like I get like they have to take things out. Obviously, everything can't fit. And there's stuff that like I wish that they had in there that I kind of understand that they don't. But there's also stuff that I'm like. This should have been in there. Like, there's no reason why you added this stupid scene, but you didn't put in this information that was actually like important. And like, there's literally one thing in this movie that actually bothers me.
Oh, tell us about it.
What's that?
That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
The age of Harry's parents.
The age of Harry's parents?
Yes.
How old are they?
Why is that? Yeah.
Because they were 21 when they died.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
They looked a lot older than that.
Right. Well, and so like even like if they would have been 32, if they had aged as like in the little mirror scene.
Yeah.
And they still looked older than that.
True.
I disagree. I don't think they look that old. Maybe they just got some city miles on them. Who knows? Like
so they really haven't talked much about the parents. Like they're there. They defeated Voldemort, or they did something to Voldemort.
Well, they didn't.
They didn't?
No.
Okay. So like
as you can tell from Voldemort's presence.
I can't give away everything, dude.
You're right. Okay. But
learn more.
We do learn more. Okay, good.
Yes.
I just like, is there enough of a backstory that like you could make another series of
one of the
parents.
things that Harry Potter fans would really love is a Marauders series, which is like his parents and their friends.
Okay.
Because there's like in the books at least there's a lot of information on them, but it would be really awesome to get like more to see like a whole series. The movies not so much. The movies don't give as much information, which is another thing for a later date.
There's dissatisfaction.
Interesting.
Well.
All right. Well, anyone else have anything to add to this conversation?
I think I've said my piece about it.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. Like we went through this with the Marvel movies. That like it's the good movies are harder to talk about than the bad movies are. It's harder to find things you don't like. It's harder to
we need a segment of Travis asks stupid questions. Because I have a lot of stupid questions.
Go for it. This is my life.
Okay, so
this is my life.
No, I've been doing this to her for years. I will just send a random text, be like, "What about this?" And she'd be like, "Travis, you're so stupid." Anyway, so
we got a Daryl in the chat. Sorry, just got to.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Daryl.
Hi, Daryl.
Hey, Daryl.
The sorting hat.
Sorting hat. Sorting hat. Where did it come from? Like, how did it just all of a sudden just become a sorting hat? And it looks like it's seen a lot of stuff.
If Zane hasn't read the books, he won't know this either.
I won't.
Like,
I
what,
don't know.
Where did this thing come from? And how long has it been around? And why does it get the sort?
So one thing that the book or the movies leave out is that every year the Sorting Hat sings a song.
Ooh.
And
the sorting song.
Yeah, essentially. In the fourth book, he actually says in his song that it belonged to Godric Gryffindor. He took it off his head, and all the founders put a little bit of their brains in it. I don't know how that happened. Please don't ask me. But that's how they continue. That it continues sorting the way that the founders would. I am sorry about this, son. It's very
worries.
No.
It's all right. It's good lighting. It's good.
It is. Okay. Question number 2.
I'm gonna start keeping a list of stupid questions.
Yeah. Question number 2. Why, when the stairs move by themselves, are the kids responsible for getting to their class on time? Like, sometimes they have to take an alternate route. It doesn't make any sense to me.
That's not really something that is ever answered. They end up learning. Like there's also, not only do they move, but there's also trick stairs where your foot will sink in or something like that. And they just kind of figure it out.
Do they move it?
Sounds awful.
Do they move at a rhythm? Is it like the transit system in New York, or to where you know exactly at a certain time when a stair is going to come into play, or no? Okay, this is so weird. So weird. All right, so I think it's time.
Are we doing it?
I think it's time. Oh yeah, here we go. Trivia time.
Very epic. That's nice.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, we really.
It's also more exciting because I came up with the trivia, so you guys get to go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this trivia.
I know some, probably more than he knows about Harry Potter, but I don't know how much that's going to help me in the.
Yeah, so
the
I'll answer
this,
first.
So
that way, it doesn't seem like I'm just piggybacking off of your answer.
We'll
have to write them down and hold them up.
Ooh.
We'll have Michelle do a 3-2-1. Oh, that's actually perfect.
Oh, that's a really good idea. Hold
do you
on.
have printer paper near you? Yeah,
Hold on.
Michelle, say stuff.
Yeah, talk.
What?
Talk about
things. This is what happens, dude. This is the perfect idea. We need so next week next week whiteboards. This week printer paper.
All right. Whew. Here we go. All right.
You still have to bring up the first question.
Oh yeah, hold on one second. All right, question number 1.
All right, so obviously Daniel Radcliffe has to wear glasses that he doesn't wear in real life. How many pairs of glasses did he go through while filming the first movie?
Okay.
A, 40, B, 80, C, 120, D, 160.
Okay.
Just the first movie.
Just the first movie.
The first movie. Okay.
All right.
We can still talk this out, right? Because we still need to figure out how.
I mean,
you
it. Can, but I feel like we might hint each other off as to what
we're
thinking.
So yeah, go ahead.
I've been to the Walt Disney, or not the Warner Brothers studio in London, and actually saw the sets and stuff. Which is going to help me zero out here, but I do remember seeing a stupid amount of glasses, just redonkulous. So I think I think she wants to fake us out with these really high numbers, but I don't think we're quite going that high. I don't know. I have my answer locked in.
Okay,
if you're ready.
I think no, not yet, but just so I can talk it out as well. Daniel Radcliffe was like, what, 11, 12 years old during this movie? So he was a young kid. I know when I was that young, I lost everything all the time. And especially glasses that I didn't need. I would, if I was playing that character, it would be a lot higher than D. So,
also, the first half of this movie, he's wearing a different pair of glasses because he's got the tape in the middle.
It's
a different set of prop glasses.
That's right.
And then the second half are the whatever glasses he wears for the rest of the movie.
Right.
Without it. So
right, you
I
ready?
have my answer locked in.
Okay.
Michelle, give us a 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1, go.
I said B.
C.
You are both wrong. The answer is D, 160.
Wow.
D160. Wow. See, I was gonna say 160,
Travis
but Zane was like,
right.
I don't think it's close. I don't think that it's
he was like a 12-year-old kid that doesn't actually wear glasses. Like,
you faked me out. Thanks, Zane.
I'm so sorry. I got one the wrong. We got 5 questions, right?
We have 5 questions. Okay. Yes.
I'm keeping
Question
a tally.
2.
All right, question 2. So most of the set was made of like plaster and easy things, but the floor of the Great Hall was actually made by stone. What kind of stone did they use? A, York stone. B, brownstone. C, Bargate stone. Or D, Ancaster stone.
I think Mick Jagger was there, and they used a Rolling Stone. No,
that's not an answer.
No, okay. Man,
all of them.
All of them. Why would you ask this question?
Oh, okay.
What's the importance of this question?
Let's. Okay. What sounds like a town? What sounds like a town? Yorkstone sounds a little.
Yorkstone sounds towning.
Brownstone.
All of these are real stones, if that helps.
Shh, let me do my thing. Ancaster. I'm gonna. Okay.
No, I'm going with this one.
You got your answer?
I got my answer.
All right. I do a 3, 2, 1.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. That was the slowest reaction. Travis is correct.
Yeah. Yeah, boy. Woo, man, this is a rush. I don't know how you like.
I don't like.
Okay,
so here's the thing,
Zane.
If I lose to myself, that's one thing. But if I lose to you, I'm gonna get real mad. I'm a super competitive person on my own. Like this upsets me. All right,
man,
this is fine.
That was a thrill.
Oh, all right.
All right, question 3.
You got 3 more. I could still win this week.
All right. What language did the kids chain Robbie Coltrane's, who plays Hagrid, his phone to?
They should not have done that.
Wait.
They should not have done that.
Oh, like they changed like the language on his cell phone?
On his actual phone. They changed it. And they actually couldn't figure it out.
It was like a Motorola Razr phone.
Yeah, he actually had to get the kids to change it back because he couldn't figure it out. But anyway, A, Turkish, B, Italian, C, Russian, or D, Polish.
Do we know that it was a Motorola Razr?
I have no idea, dude.
Okay, well, he said Motorola Razr. I didn't know if that was accurate.
I just didn't know it was like an iPhone. And I was trying to get the setting right. It might have been a Motorola Razr. It might have been a Nokia.
I don't know.
Oh man!
One of those.
All right,
I had a Samsung.
I'm gonna go. Okay, hang on. All right. Okay, I have an answer. Okay. I'm ready. Yep.
Ready?
Yep.
Travis,
I'm not ready. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one.
Okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
And I chose C because I feel like you're gonna I don't know if it's Ukrainian or if it's Russian, but I feel like they got some weird characters in there that would really just mess with him.
I think it's D. I think that they filmed this in England. He's English. And Poland is the closest country of those 4 to England. So
I can argue this all you want, but you're still wrong.
Both of us?
Yeah, it's Turkish.
Come on, man.
I feel terrible now. Oh man.
All right.
Highest high, straight to the lowest low.
This is.
Oh man.
This is what defeat feels like.
All right. What was the engine number on the Hogwarts Express in the movie?
Okay, I think I know this. I
A
could be wrong. I think
on
I
the
know.
front of the train, there's a number.
Yeah, I think I know this.
Is it A, 2,638, B, 6412, C, 5927, or D, 4942?
I think I know what it is. I have no other than it looks the most familiar in my head.
It had a number. They went to like
this is how it feels,
floor
Travis.
10.5.
When you're like, what did the license plate in the background of this
not
scene
what we're talking about,
on
Travis.
the Toyota Prius?
Yeah.
Like, what did that say on it?
Just remember, I got the ideas for these questions from you.
Oh, thanks. That makes me feel really good about myself.
Yeah, they're hard, man.
Oh man, how do I know? This is just a guess. This has to just be.
I have a guess. I don't know if it's right or not.
Mainly because it includes my favorite number, but all right, we ready?
Nothing has 69 in it.
I'm willing to bet he guessed D, but you are both wrong. It is C.
Dude,
927. I did not know that at all.
I just want to get one right. I always want to tie, and I want him to get this wrong.
I feel like the last one's the easiest, if that helps.
Oh, great. Because I didn't know any of them.
I don't know if it's easy, but I think it's the easiest. Okay. All right. So there is a class that is on a field trip to the zoo when Harry and Dudley go. What color uniforms are they wearing? Maroon, yellow, navy, or green?
What school?
It's just a random school.
I think I have an answer. I have reasoning for it, but I'm gonna. I think it might be the same color as the colors that Dudley was wearing when he was like wearing that like special school uniform. And like his like I can like visualize the headband on the hat he was wearing. In my head, I'm like, maybe that's the school he was going to is the one that's on this field trip. So that's what I'm basing my decision on.
I know exactly what it is.
Okay.
I'm not going to say it until we reveal, or at least we lock them in, because I have a feeling I know why this question was asked.
Okay.
All right, you lock yours in.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go. No, you're both.
Neither of us.
What?
Both.
Is it navy?
They were green.
Green.
Yes, they were because they were going into the reptile house.
Oh man!
Because
maroon, which is a Gryffindor color. Yellow is a Hufflepuff. Navy,
which is why I chose this colors.
Ravenclaw, and then green for Slytherin.
They were going into the reptile
and there was
house
the snake.
Not Slytherin.
Oh. Hold on.
I struck out, man. You beat me. You beat me this week.
Won. I win this week.
You got one right and one.
I'll take it.
I hate you. You have a graphic that's like, I'm win, Zane is stupid.
We'll get one for next week.
No, we don't need one. I was just making sure I wasn't about to be embarrassed. Oh man.
Woo. That was fun, guys.
Yeah, it was a good time.
That was fun.
It was stress-free, man. Stress-free. I felt like this is good. I should mention. I was watching Harry Potter, but I was kind of like, I've seen it so many times that I was like half background watching it, and I should have apparently been paying attention more. This time we'll make sure the baby's asleep, and then we can do this. I feel like I'm crouching down.
Thank you, Yorkstone.
Yorkstone.
I'm going to buy a Yorkstone from now on. I don't know what it is. I will Google it. I will get one on Amazon.
I'm sure it's pricey.
And, pull that Yorkstone up.
We have a question from Daryl in the chat. It says,
"Yes,
can you guys review Hubie Halloween? Being that Halloween is a couple weeks and all.
Hubie Halloween.
We will see what happens. We can maybe add it to the Wheel of Horror.
Yes, we will add it to the Wheel of Horror. Since we are doing Polaroid next. Polaroid is the next one that we're doing.
Which will we be doing tomorrow, actually.
Tomorrow, yes.
So what we're doing is throughout the month of October, we will be releasing OG podcasts where we kind of spoil them as we go. And Travis will be giving me questions about the plot line and stuff like that.
Oh man, this is going to be a fun one.
And then we'll spin the wheel. Are we spinning the wheel today or are we spinning it tomorrow?
We're going to spin it tomorrow. After we're done with Polaroid, we'll spin it tomorrow.
So we'll put Hubie Halloween on the wheel, and we will spin it tomorrow and see how if it pops up or not. We'll put it in the God's hands for you.
Yes.
So maybe Hubie Halloween, maybe not. But that's what's gonna happen.
Man, Polaroid. If you guys have never seen or listened to our original podcast, check this one out tomorrow because Polaroid was
God awful.
It's going to be so much fun talking about it. I'll just say that.
Is it going to be as much fun as Horse Girl?
I don't know. I don't know if anything can beat Horse Girl.
Horse Girl was a pleasure to be a part of.
I explained that one so well. You were like, I have to watch this now.
I got off the phone and we got off our podcast and we literally watched it twice in a row, back to back. Not a joke.
I hope you don't do this with Polaroid, because man, that's
well. I think Horse Girl got like poor reviews initially, is what happened with that, and then it ended up being better than we thought it would be. But yeah, if you guys are looking for a little something to listen to, go and check out our old podcast, man. We got a few up on the OG podcast. Let me see what we got.
Yeah, we'll see.
There's
you guys
12. There's 12
tomorrow, and then a week from today, we're all back here.
Yeah, we're right back here next Tuesday,
same time.
I won't be right
same
here,
place.
I'm going to be
right
there.
Oh, you'll be in Seattle. Just going to Seattle.
Traveling lady. Be careful.
That's right.
Careful out there.
But she'll still be with us, talking about Harry Potter,
or as they say in the Midwest, Harry Porter.
In the Chamber of Secrets.
Like when people say Warsh or Warder, it's like Harry Porter. I think it's hilarious. I think I'm very funny.
I've never heard that.
I'll see myself up.
I don't think I've ever heard that either.
I think a lot of people call it like I don't think people mispronounce it as much as you think they do. Like it's not like Chipotle.
Schmary Slaughter? Schmary Slaughter?
Yeah.
Fairy?
No.
Fairy Godmother?
Chipotle.
Chipotle?
Chipotle.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
yeah, come back here tomorrow night, y'all, and hang out with
MVP.
us.
We need to talk about the MVP.
I'm gonna
MVP.
You go first, Michelle, because I'm gonna pull up the theme song that hopefully works this week. All right, I'll go first because I feel like my MVP is going to be the same person every single week. Because I love this character so much. It's going to have to be Professor McGonagall every time. She's the best character, I think, in the whole series. She's the best.
That's very nice, yeah. I thought that Harry Potter was in so much trouble when he was on that, when he flew by her on that broomstick. Yeah. I thought she was going to whip him, and then all of a sudden she was like, hey, let's play a game.
Yeah.
And so that was really cool. I liked her. Do you have one, Michelle, or do you want me to go?
Go for it. I want to hear yours first.
And easily by far, Neville Longbottom. He is the reason that they won. He's the reason they won the cup. He was awesome. Everything about him, every single scene that he was in,
underrated.
He's very underrated, but I don't know that I would say he's the reason they won the cup.
He was great. Neville Longbottom is my favorite character.
He was the 10
by far.
If he had done Neville's first, then it wouldn't have been him technically.
But
I feel like if Neville hadn't done anything, Dumbledore would have just given Harry 70 points instead of 60 and called it a day. But it is what it is.
No, I love Neville Longbottom. He's a lot of fun, and I'm going to be rooting for him from here on out. Hopefully, he doesn't get eaten by a Dementor or something.
All right, Michelle, it's on you now.
Part of me wants to say Snape, just because he actually knew what was going on and was trying to save. I mean,
he always does.
He wouldn't hurt a fly.
I'm making a reference to you, Michelle, and you're not getting it.
Always?
He always knows.
You could just have said always.
Well, I was trying to be sneaky about it, but you didn't.
Always.
You didn't get it.
You'll
understand.
You guys talking? I don't understand.
We're not there yet. It's fine.
Okay.
My mic just jumped out on me. All right. So Snape. He's the reason they won because Dumbledore is extra AF. That is true.
Kind of true. Yeah. Thank you, Derek.
Yeah.
But that's okay because it's Neville Longbottom.
There you go. Is Dumbledore one of the founders, or is he?
No.
I don't know. I don't know the lore. I'm not familiar.
The founders are the 4 houses.
Okay, well, let me ask you a question. What house was Dumbledore in?
Take a guess.
Okay. Well, I'm asking, is it favoritism or is it just coincidence?
Yes.
All of the above.
It's favoritism. All right, cool beans. All right, Mr. Travis, can you hear this, my man? Oh, hang on, it's not playing yet. It's playing now.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you everybody so much for watching the podcast tonight with me, Mr. Travis over here, and Miss Michelle down there. She'll be back next Tuesday from 7 to 8 o'clock for y'all Eastern Standard Time. And we'll be doing this for you. We do it every Tuesday night. Follow us on Instagram at Spoiled Rotten Movies. Follow us on Twitter at spoiled_BOIS, Rotten Boys. That's not right. You all know what it is. Follow us on Spotify, all the places you get your podcasts. We'll put them up there eventually. We love you very much. I thought I was going to run out of the space, so I started talking real fast, but we promise to do better next time.
Yes,
and we're all going to do a freeze frame now. Freeze frame.